guess I'm gonna do a little install work tonight. Got a blow off valve, sorry, for the car, and it's pretty nice, but you guys are used to the Mustang sounding like an absolute jet, and this is the secret weapon right here. The Max Flow Mini is what they call it. This little guy needs to go back on the car. I'm gonna be honest. So upgrade the blower, right? This is a JTB, one of the vortech's biggest belt-driven units that they have. Second biggest, or best, what do you want to call it? Maybe third now, actually. They just came out with a new unit. But it required a bigger blow-off valve than what I got here. And I installed one, and I'll get you guys some video here of that in a little bit. It's awesome, a Tial Q50 beast of a unit. Absolutely awesome. It moves some freaking air. Not gonna lie, but it moves so much air that it doesn't really struggle at low RPM and low power to really like move it. So it's not like whistling and hissing like you guys are used to my car sounding like like a 747 Boeing or something like that about to take off. But my idea here, and this may not work, and you know, my experience, whatever, throw it up on YouTube, make fun of me, I don't care. I'm gonna try to run them both, and I don't see why you can't, because really it's just letting excess air out, and that's all it's doing. But my goal here is to basically get the big blow-off valve for the performance that I need, so that way the supercharger doesn't have any back pressure or surge or anything like that that could cause damage or just drivability issues. And then I'll use the Max Flow Mini as the sound, so it'll kind of be doing a lot of work to provide a little more character and personality to the car that most everybody loves when they see this thing going down the road. And then I'll have the big one for performance. So best of both worlds, or maybe it just won't work at all, who knows? But it's the only way to find out, so let's get started. First thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get the car on like a small, just a little lip a little bit, because I don't know exactly how much work I'm gonna have to do underneath. Hopefully it won't be too much, but I could guess I'm gonna have to take off at least the cold side of the piping. So I'm gonna do that first real quick. Might get a cold start out. Well, I don't know how much of that I got, if any of it, with the watch. Might have had the camera remote control zoomed in. I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, here she is. You can kind of see here the new blow-off valve. Big guy, Tial Q50. Upgrade the intercooler since last I probably told anybody. This thing is literally, it's huge, huge. Treadstone. I think it's a 1245R model. Had Dustin Davies over on Highway 7 do all the fab work on it. You can see the brackets that he made, welded up, really nice. Spot on. I mean, it fits like literally perfect. Got enough room for the condenser and all that good stuff. Radiator. And then he also welded the flange for the blow-off valve. Really good stuff. All right, so here's where the old one used to be. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more there. As you can see, I got a block-off plate on it now, just there behind that bolt. And I gotta try to get this section of piping off and bring it down, basically, so I can attach the Max Flow Mini back on. So, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I know. wearing a freaking cutoff. Not very stylish, but it is what it is. It's not quite cold here in Oklahoma yet, so I'm trying to keep the layers like somewhat light, but it is what it is. Show off the gains, right? Yo, Talon, if you're watching, brother man, I'm super sorry that I made you take off the entire blower with me the first time. It looks like it wasn't completely necessary. You know how you said we were having trouble getting it off? That bracket was in the way, and all I did was trim that bracket for the service pan. But I guess in hindsight, we could have just took off the service pan with the bracket at the same time, and we would have got the same access. And so, just something to remember next time, though. I mean, that does look pretty sick, though. I mean, honestly, vortech did a good job on these. These are pretty cool little units. The dual setup right there. I mean, this should move a ton of air. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm worried the drivability will be a little weird. The two different sizes. All right. This is gonna be the absolute freaking hard part. What's up? I'm just kidding. Chill out, jeez. Alright. Somehow I gotta get this back up in here. This will be a task and a half, but didn't get it back in the other day, so it's gotta be possible, right? It's gotta be possible. Oh wait, that's like so easy. Talon, if you're watching, I'm sorry. He'll probably come on this shot any second. Pedro! 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 Ugh. Pedro! Buddy! Pedro! Say sup, slime. It's my buddy. You know, I said I need an extra pair of hands. I mean, I didn't really clarify human hands, maybe, but okay. Wow, this is almost on and money. Should be good to go from there. Show you what I'm working with. So I just jacked up the whole pipe system and literally scored, landed right on the outlet ear of the unit. So we should be good. Don't let me forget to plumb that up. Like, you guys can just remind me in the comments, just by, just letting me know. And then all I gotta do is let it back down, and it should almost come right back on. There's so much flex in these pipes, and because there's so many couplers, that this should just kind of graze back down a little bit. Graze where just settle, I guess. So we'll try that. I mean, seriously, dude, what is up? Yeah. Most people have shop dogs, but I guess we just got a shop cat, It's my buddy. My parents' cat, technically. There's the old Grom, the distraction. He really likes this bug. Been working on it for a friend. My parents. Hilarious. Just, you gotta, 700-800 horsepower, just absolute machine over here. Pure masculinity boost. And racing, all that good stuff. And then here you got the the VW Bug convertible. Pedro, get off of there, dude. With the eyelashes. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, we could put 2J in that thing. Little turbo. I mean, they'd never notice, right? It'd be kind of interesting. Okay, so now we'll finish up the plumbing. You guys think I'm talking like toilets? No, I'm talking with vacuum plumbing. Okay, so we got signal there. I just got confirmation too from my my distributor for parts. My parts guy, he's the one who sold me the intercooler, blow-off valve, and the new blower. His name's Terry Beefcake. I'm sure you guys, they're in the supercharger, at least Pax and Vortech world, you know who he is. He sells the most vortech superchargers out of anybody, including Vortech, in the United States. And he just let me know that there'd be no problem running these two blow-off valves together. He said it'll be perfect. So hopefully we get a little bit more noise. I'm still a little bit like worried that that big one is gonna blow off a lot of air and it's just not gonna get the noise, but hell, it's the only way to find out, you know? So, okay, well that's done. I guess all I gotta do now is throw back together the plastics and I think we're good to go. Oh no, y'all almost might forget. I gotta plug in that. So we gotta add a new port to the vacuum distribution block, which I got a couple of spares, and then we'll be ready. All right, things could start up. Cleared all the little pieces that I could. Woke up all the neighbors probably, but who am I kidding? I live downtown. Ain't nobody down here. Pretty good. All right, last things last. Just gonna button it up and we'll be good to go. Last time I forgot to put on the turn signal LED, like light indicators, whatever, the corner markers. And so these were just dangling. It looked like I had underglows. It was so cool. You know, I was just remembering, I had a helper. What happened to that guy? Pedro? What was his name? Buddy. Yo, you're on the clock, bro. You can't be sleeping there. But yeah, she's all done. All buttoned up. Last thing to do is really just go for a drive. So this is probably the part where you were like, oh, we're gonna get a driving video. Well, not exactly. Let's see. Surprise.